Welcome back to Stars Aligned. This is your Libra horoscope for May of 2026. Here is what you need to know before we get into the details. May is a month of emerging clarity. A fog you have been walking through for a while is lifting. A complicated financial question starts to resolve. A new horizon opens in front of you, and for the first time in a long while, you can feel genuine perspective in your life. 3 dates will shape the month most powerfully. May 16th, when a new moon brings fresh movement around shared money, resources, or long-standing financial arrangements. May 22nd, when the Sun meets Uranus in your 9th house of horizon, expansion, and long-term direction. And May 26th, which is one of the most fortunate days of your entire year. Pay attention to these 3 dates. They are where the lift happens. Now let us walk through it properly. Let us start with the backdrop. Uranus returned to Gemini on April 26th, just before May began, and it will stay there for the next 7 years. For you as a Libra, Uranus in Gemini activates your 9th house of higher learning, long-distance travel, philosophy, publishing, and the big-picture direction of your life. This is the house where Uranus will be opening unexpected horizons, introducing new worldviews, and pulling you toward expansion. Over the next 7 years, your life will broaden in ways you cannot yet fully picture. May is where the first doorway opens. Now here is what is actually happening in May. The month opens on May 1st with a full moon at 11 degrees of Scorpio. This full moon lands in your 2nd house of personal income, money, and self-worth. Something financial is coming to a culmination. A payment you have been waiting for arrives. A sum you have been expecting clarifies. A debt is paid or repaid. A purchase you have been planning finally happens. Clarity emerges about what you can realistically earn over the coming months. Scorpio full moons intensify whatever they touch, so whatever financial matter reaches resolution around May 1st will feel weightier than an ordinary transaction. Use the clarity that arrives. Do not waste it by pretending you did not see what became visible. From May 3rd through May 17th, Mercury moves through Taurus and sits in your 8th house of shared resources, joint finances, debts, inheritance, taxes, and financial obligations. Your mind turns toward money that flows between you and other people. Conversations about shared bills. Paperwork related to insurance, benefits, or taxes. Discussions about how profit is distributed at your workplace. Thoughts about creating a source of passive income. This is a period for dealing with the financial arrangements that connect you to others, and Mercury in Taurus will help you approach them patiently and thoroughly. On May 5th, Mars and Jupiter form a tense aspect, while Mercury and Pluto also form a tense aspect. This is the most difficult day of the month. Arguments about shared money, shared property, or financial boundaries are likely. Criticism may come your way. Do not schedule important decisions, meetings, or confrontations on May 5th. Whatever can wait, let it wait. On May 6th, Pluto stations retrograde at 5 degrees of Aquarius. For you as a Libra, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius activates your 5th house of creativity, romance, children, and joy. Over the next 5 months, you will be revisiting matters in these areas. A creative project you set aside. A romantic situation that was never fully resolved. A dynamic with your child that deserves another look. Pluto retrograde in this house gives you the chance to correct course before these matters become fixed. Use the time well. On May 14th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury in your 8th house. This is a day when your perspective on shared money, joint resources, or financial arrangements with others may not be fully accurate. Do not sign anything major on this day. Do not make impulsive decisions about shared assets. Your judgment is influenced by feelings that will clarify within a few days. Let it settle. The new moon on May 16th at 25 degrees of Taurus lands in your 8th house. This is a significant lunation for your financial life at the deeper level. New ideas or new developments around passive income, investments, payments from institutions, shared budgeting, tax matters, insurance, alimony, rent agreements, or the ongoing financial commitments that shape your month-to-month life. It may also bring a change in your partner's income, which ripples into your shared finances. And because this new moon is conjunct Uranus at 0 degrees of Gemini, what arrives may be unexpected. An opportunity that was not on your radar. A solution you had not considered. Set intentions around your shared financial life. Be specific. Be honest about what is working and what is not. Also on May 16th, Mars aligns with Chiron in your 7th house of partnerships. This aspect can reopen an old wound in a key relationship, activating anger or hurt from a situation that happened a long time ago. You may find yourself bringing up grievances you thought were resolved. Be careful here. The pain is real, but this is not the right day to process it. Notice what arises and revisit it calmly later. On May 17th, Mercury enters Gemini and moves into your 9th house, where it will stay until June 1st. This is one of the most favorable Mercury transits of your year. Mercury is in its home sign of Gemini and forms a supportive aspect to your sign. Your mind sharpens. Communication flows. Travel becomes easier. Paperwork moves faster. This is an excellent window for important conversations, negotiations, business calls, meetings, and any logistics involving travel, shipping, or long-distance coordination. Use it well. The doors are open. On May 18th, 2 things happen on the same day that will define your next 7 years. First, Mercury conjuncts Uranus in Gemini in your 9th house. This is the first of a series of Mercury-Uranus conjunctions that will unfold here, and it opens a new road. Pay very close attention to the ideas, opportunities, and new interests that arrive between May 16th and May 23rd. This window is where the universe gives you your first signals about which direction will be most alive, most expansive, and most meaningful for you over the next 7 years. Second, Mars enters Taurus and moves into your 8th house, where it will stay until June 23rd. Mars in the 8th house is intense and transformative. This transit may give you the sense that you are working your way out of a long-standing difficult situation, one that formed years ago but is now ready to be resolved. You will have the energy and drive to address matters that involve debt, shared financial arrangements, or the deeper emotional and financial entanglements in your life. The difficult part is handled during this window. On May 19th, Venus enters Cancer and moves into your 10th house of career, status, and public reputation, where it will stay until June 13th. This is a wonderful transit for your professional life. Your relationships with authority figures, bosses, and people who hold influence over your career become warmer and more supportive. You may receive bonuses, positive feedback from leadership, or good news connected to official matters. And because Venus in Cancer touches family themes, some of the positive news during this transit may actually come through your family. A relative with good news, a family development that brings satisfaction, or a sense of pride in your extended kin. Also on May 19th, Mercury sits between the lunar nodes while forming a supportive aspect to Pluto. For you, this alignment builds what is called a grand configuration of good fortune directed at your sign. This is a significant lucky alignment. Its positive influence may show up most strongly in matters of work, creativity, or the situations of your children. Say yes to what arrives. On May 21st, the Sun enters Gemini and moves into your 9th house, where it will stay for the next month. This transit also forms a supportive aspect to your sign, which means the next month carries a sense of lift. Favorable energy for intellectual work, learning, travel, publishing, advertising, and international connections. You may sign a favorable contract with a foreign employer or client. You may receive income from far away. You may hear good news involving your partner's relatives or close friends. Then comes May 22nd, a significant day for the long arc of your life. The Sun conjuncts Uranus at 0 degrees of Gemini in your 9th house. This is the first Sun-Uranus conjunction of a 7-year cycle, and it launches a long chapter of expansion, transformation, and broadening horizons for you. On this specific day, the conviction that change is needed and possible may settle into you with unusual clarity. You may not yet know the exact form the change will take, but the sense that it is time to expand, to learn something new, to go somewhere, to publish something, to grow, becomes undeniable. Set intentions on this day. The choices you make in the days around May 22nd will shape what unfolds for you between now and 2033. On May 20th, the Sun sits between the lunar nodes while Mercury squares the black moon in its mundane placement. This day may bring clarity about a matter where you have been confused or mistaken for a long time. Something you were unsure about suddenly makes sense. A pattern you could not see becomes visible. Let the clarity land without rushing to act on it. May 26th is one of the most fortunate days of your entire year. The Sun forms a supportive aspect to Pluto, completing a grand configuration of good fortune directed at your sign. Processes that began or were imagined in the winter of this year will accelerate around this date. You may receive something you thought was difficult or out of reach. You may be offered an opportunity that came together faster than you expected. This aspect's influence extends a few days in either direction, so pay attention to what moves in the days surrounding May 26th. The universe is working in your favor. The month closes on May 31st with a full moon at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. This full moon lands in your third house of daily movement, short trips, communication, and the flow of your ordinary life. Something in these areas is reaching a culmination. A road you have been traveling closes because the task it was for is finished. A conversation reaches completion. Documents arrive. A mental track quiets. But the energy of this full moon is sharp. It activates a sensitive axis in the mundane chart, so the days around May 31st require care. Do not take unnecessary risks with travel, short trips, or quick decisions. And let the full moon close what needs closing. Not everything is meant to keep going. Here is the through line of your month, Libra. May is asking you to step out of a fog and into clarity. Financially, something resolves. Horizon-wise, something opens. And the fortune that has been quietly building for months finally arrives on and around May 26th. You are not imagining the lift. The month is genuinely in your favor, especially in the second half. Honor the work you have done to get here, and let the good news land when it arrives. A few practical recommendations for navigating May. First, use the May 1st full moon to get clear about your personal finances. Whatever becomes visible deserves honest reckoning. Second, avoid important decisions on May 5th and May 14th. These are days when clarity is compromised. Third, between May 17th and May 23rd, pay very close attention to new ideas, opportunities, and intuitions about expansion. Fourth, on May 22nd, trust the conviction that change is needed. You do not need to know the whole path. You need to acknowledge the direction. Fifth, on and around May 26th, say yes to what arrives. Do not second-guess the good news. Sixth, on May 31st, do not take unnecessary risks with travel or communication. Let the full moon close what is ready to close. One final note. Uranus in your 9th house over the next 7 years is going to broaden your life in ways you cannot yet fully picture. New places, new bodies of knowledge, new philosophies, new horizons. Some of you will travel further than you have ever traveled. Some of you will publish or teach or speak in ways you never imagined. Some of you will come to understand the world so differently that your life changes shape around the new understanding. May is where the first doorway opens. Walk through it when you find it. Please remember that this video is for entertainment and personal reflection purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice of any kind. Every situation is unique, and if you are facing significant challenges, please consider speaking with a qualified professional. If this resonated with you, drop in the comments which transit you are most paying attention to this month. Save this video so you can come back to it as May unfolds. Thank you for being with Stars Aligned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a blessed month ahead. You got this.